Hi everyone, welcome to week 5 of our course. So we have weeks 5, 6, and 7 where we're getting toward the end. This week we're going to be looking at the disability categories of OHI, which is other health impaired, ED, which is emotional disturbance, sometimes referred to as serious emotional disturbance, and autism spectrum disorders, also referred to ASD. So this week I do have quite a few materials for you. I'd like you to do a little bit of reading about students with emotional and behavioral disorders. I have, it's sort of a synopsis and an article and a video about a wonderful book if you're interested in learning about the history on the story of autism called In a Different Key, the story of autism. So I have a little bit of the information here for you, but if you're interested in the field of autism spectrum disorders in any way, strongly recommend the book. It's a big book, sort of thick, but it's a really quick read because it's just the way it's written. It's a great book. And then I'm also going to have you take a look at the National Autism Center. You have a few videos. And I think it's interesting that some of these videos are actually from the perspective of the students, looking at attention challenges for a second grader and a fourth grader, and then also some strategies for addressing behaviors in the classroom. The other thing you're going to do is another simulator this week. You've already done the auditory processing simulator and the dyslexia simulator. This week, you're going to be doing an ADHD thought simulation. And I will talk about that a little bit more when I get to the assignment. For our discussion this week, you're going to react to a quote. And the quote is from Dr. Stephen Shore. And it's, if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. What does that mean to you? And how do you take the information that you've already learned in this class and support your thinking about what it means to you? It's an interesting quote. I'm looking forward to hearing what all of you have to say about it. And then last but not least, our assignment for this week. So as I said, this week you're going to be taking the 3 simulations, the 2 that you did previously, dyslexia and auditory processing, and the one from this week, which is attention deficit disorder. And you're going to be creating something called a mind map. I do have a link to a mind map application if you want to use it. You can draw it on a piece of paper and take a photograph. And what the mind map should really do is help you to put your thinking down on a piece of paper and show connections. Make sure that you have enough information on the mind map so it's making connections to your learning. And then on a separate page, you can submit your references. So I do expect there will be in-text citations on your mind map to show me where you got information from. I'm going to warn you in advance. Don't freak out about this assignment. I think the people who have difficulty with this assignment are typically the ones that overthink it. It really is sort of how you can connect what you're learning. So you may want to have, all 3 simulations be in a bubble in the middle of your mind map, and then you can show how they connect and how they don't connect, and also how they connect with the information you've learned in the class. I hope I didn't confuse you more. I don't think I did, but if you need to speak with me, you know how to get a hold of me through Canvas messaging, or leave me a message and we can set up a time to talk if you're confused. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.